and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back, as you can see from the title of the video today, with a super random but amazing haul from my recent trip to Germany with my boyfriend, and we were there for a few days. We did a little bit of shopping because we were there for a while and we were just, you know, walking around and hanging out in Hamburg, and we did quite a lot of shopping. We picked up some things that I really wanted to share with you guys. It's really random. There's like some stuff from like Flying Tiger, Muji, we got some records, we went to the flea market, and we did quite a bit of thrifting as well, which I did pick up some clothes, and I am gonna show those in a separate haul just because I feel like that needs its own dedicated video, so you guys can check out that clothing haul. But I did find quite a lot of goodies for such great prices. If it weren't for the fact that we had to lug everything back to New York, I definitely would have done more damage, but I am really happy with the things that we did find. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing I wanted to show you guys, we got a ton of amazing records from one of the record shops. There's like a bunch in the same area. This one is called Selecta Shop, and it's the reggae record store. This is what their address is if you guys are visiting or in the area in Hamburg. But the owner was super nice. They were super accommodating, very helpful, and just so friendly in general. But we did a lot of damage there. You know, me and my boyfriend have a very extensive vinyl collection that we've been collecting for a bit now, and we got a lot there. So I'm just gonna show you guys quickly the stack. We got, I think it's like over 20 records, and the owner even gave us this free little one, so I'm really excited about the things that we did find. Maybe one day I will do a video like going through our vinyl record collection, but we've got a lot of really great music, if I do say so myself, and we do love just sitting around and listening to them, dancing around the living room, you know, all that jazz. So I'm really excited, but this was definitely a heavy thing to lug back, but I just wanted to start off with that. I'm not going to go through each individual record. Like I said, if you guys want to see a actual video on our record collection, I could totally do that. It might take a while because there's a lot, but that would be really fun to sit down and do, I feel like. But anyways, so we also got the stickers as some like freebies from that store, and they also gave me this really cute pin which I wanted to buy to put in my beret, and they ended up just giving it to us, and it is super cute. It's this really pretty butterfly. So they had a lot of goodies at that store. It wasn't just records, they had all sorts of music stuff, but they also had a lot of clothes and shoes, so I thought that was really cool. But it was definitely a fun place to hang out. We went there twice, and that was the damage that we did. So next up, I have some stuff from Flying Tiger. It's just some random stuff because they actually closed the one closest to me. I think maybe they closed all the ones in the US. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying that, but I feel like that was a thing. But the one closest to me closed anyways, so yeah, I like going there because they have such fun random shenanigans. But I picked up these cute little boxes, and they were super cute and cheap. This was 50 cents, and this one was I think €1 or something. Like, it was really cheap. But I got this tiny one for my sister and this one for me, although I should have probably gotten two. I just didn't want to get too many and then it break. But they're really cute, and they look like this on the inside. I don't know what this material is, but it's kind of like a bamboo little stick thing. But they're really cute. Like I said, random shenanigans. I don't even know why I needed this, but I got it. And then I got my sister a tiny one because it's just so adorable, and I'm gonna bring this to her when I visit her. And then I also got this for my nephew slash my sister because she might like this as well. But it's a cute little candy dispenser, like for M&Ms and stuff. But it's so cute. It's obviously for the Easter stuff, and they had a bunch of like spring and Easter stuff, but I didn't want to, like I said, overdo it because this was the first place that we bought things from. I think it was like our second day there, so I didn't want to overdo it yet because we just got there. But this I had to pick up. It is this cute little lavender bunny. I think it's a little washed out because of the sun, but it's lavender and it's a bunny, and it's like velvety, but I thought this would be really cute to decorate around the house for Easter/spring. Very cute, very me. I wish I got more than one, but I kind of felt bad because, you know, it's kind of heavy, to be honest. So I didn't want to get too many of this, but I did pick up that. And then I was super excited because one day we went around the whole shopping area that is right a little past the town hall. So there was a bunch of shops, but I was most excited for the Muji, and I've never been inside one. I already knew they were kind of like a stationery slash organization kind of brand, but I used to see hauls on YouTube all the time, like a while ago when I was first getting into the crafty stuff, and I always wanted to go to one. I think there's probably one in the city by now, but I just haven't been to one, and I was really excited to go inside, and I picked up a few really random things, but a lot of travel stuff. So the first thing I got was this petite pump bottle. It is 50 mls. Everything was relatively cheap. I can't remember the exact prices, but everything was like 1 or 2 euros, like 3-4 euros. Nothing was too expensive. We did buy a suitcase though from Muji. It was definitely over 100 euros, but honestly, it wasn't that bad for the quality that it felt. It was pretty good. But yeah, we ended up getting a little rolly suitcase because we needed the space, because we ended up buying our family a lot of souvenirs and we just needed the space, especially with all those records. But I got this little bottle, this little petite bottle with cap. So this one is like a pump. I thought this would be handy for like moisturizers or something like that for travel. This one is also 50 mls. This one is just like a standard like lotion bottle, but I thought the long skinny size was really unique and I liked it, so I picked that up. Then I also got the petite spray bottle, which is just like the pump one, but just a spray, and it was also 50 mls. They also had a bigger size and a smaller size, but I thought this was a good middle ground. Then I also picked up these little hard plastic cases. This is the size small. It says it's 37 by 100 by 12 millimeters. So it's just like this little case. I thought this would be really cool for something skinny to throw in my purse, like cotton swabs or something like that. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I thought it was really handy. Hard to find like a random case like this size. So I like having everything in my purse organized into pouches, and then in the pouches there's different organizers, so this will fit right in. Then I also picked up this little pill case. Well, it's not little, it's actually labeled as their large pill case, but it is 66 by 170 by 20 millimeters, and it is again that hard plastic. Very nice. This is what it looks like, and it looks like the little dividers can be moved around as needed, but I thought this was a really cool, like, sturdy case. You don't have to use it for pills or vitamins. You can use it for crafty things, which is probably most likely what I'm going to use it for, but I don't know, because this is a pretty handy size for like storing my vitamins on a long travel trips. So I might use it for that, but I'm not 100% sure yet, but definitely can use this for crafty purposes, that's for sure, like organizing sequins or small bits and bobs for on the go. That'd be really cute. Then speaking of craftiness, I also picked up this little aluminum ruler. It says it goes up to 15 centimeters. This was really nice, like quality. I thought this would be really handy for my planning, so that I have like a hard, heavy-duty ruler that's small for my planner, because I like using rulers to, you know, make sure my stuff is straight and to draw straight lines. But I really like the quality of this, and I thought this would be really nice to have, you know, for on the go, and it was super cheap, so I picked it up. I also picked up this little pouch, which is like a resealable, like little clear case. It says that it is 120 by 85 millimeters, and as you can see from the picture, they suggest like you put tweezers or little scissors in it, which is really cute. I thought this was once again gonna be really handy for my purse, so I picked that up. Then I also picked up a couple pens. This one is a dark blue in the .38, and this one is the black in the .38. I really liked the tip of the .38. They had a skinnier one and a bigger one. I thought this was a good middle ground, and they wrote really well. They're like gel ink pens, but I tried them out in the store and I really liked how it wrote, so I picked up those two. I also picked up this little mini correction pen because I like using these once again in my planners. This one is a little tiny one, very handy for on the go. So it has 2.5 mLs, it says, but really cute. Thought that was really adorable. Then I've got two more little things. I've got this passport memo dotted paper little notebook. There's 24 sheets. The cover is like a navy color, but it's got little dots on there. So I like having little notebooks like these in my purse to keep, you know, important info, or like if I need to write something down, you never know what you need to write. So I got that, and then I also got this one. This one is like a spiral one and it's super tiny. It says that it is 6 millimeters in A7 size. There's 48 sheets. It says that it is planting tree paper. So I'm not sure if that means it's made from recycled paper, but thought this was a really cute size, and it's just regular like lined paper, which is really handy. So before we left for Germany, I looked up like the kind of souvenirs that you should pick up for people. I like to do that whenever we fly to new places so that I can get an idea of what we should buy our families or anyone that we are buying souvenirs for. So one of the #1 things that popped up were the sweets. So there was the chocolates. They always talk about the chocolates because apparently it is really comparable to like Swiss chocolate, which we went to Switzerland recently too. So I didn't want to buy too many chocolate bars, but I did want to try out the German chocolate because I wanted to see which one was better. So I picked up some of that, and we picked up some for our family as well. And then other than the chocolate, a lot of people talk about the Haribo, because I didn't know this, but their factory is actually based in Germany, so I did not know that. I always thought it was like an Asian brand for some reason, but I knew they had it in Europe, but they also have it in the United States. But apparently the Haribo in Germany is like top tier. It's like the best of the best. The flavors are even different, and there's no like artificial sweeteners and all that stuff because of like regulations and what's not allowed in their food. So I was really excited to try out their stuff, and I wanted to see what like flavors are not available here. So I decided to pick up quite a lot, like a lot. So I am planning to maybe do a taste test on my channel if you guys are interested in that. I know I did something similar when I went to the Philippines and I had fun doing that, so I thought maybe I could do that for this. But I'm going to show you guys all the flavors I picked up, but they looked really good, so I couldn't help myself. So I picked up this. So this one says it's the Pico Bala. So I don't know what that means, but it looked really good. And all of these were only like 99 cents. So that was a really good deal. I picked up this Star Mix because it's one of my favorites. I love the little fried eggs. They're so good. So I picked that up. That one I already know I like, but I had to pick it up anyways. Then I also got this one. This is the Primavera Erdbeeren. So it looks really good. It looks like it's marshmallows. I'm not sure, but Primavera is spring in Spanish, so maybe it's the same in German, but picked that flavor up. I got this one, and it is like a Smurfs flavor. I'm not sure what the flavors are, but they're cute little Smurfs, so I picked that one up. I also got a few of these. I got one for my nephew, and just so that we could share these. So they're mini Haribo bags in a big bag, and you know, just they're cute, like the little original tiny little bears. So I picked that up because that one's a good one to throw in the purse if you're like in line and you're hungry. That's a good one. Then I also got this flavor. It is, I don't know, they look like they're desserts. How do you pronounce this? Kuchenziet? I I will do some more research before I do the taste test so that you guys don't get mad if I butcher everything, but I don't speak German. But it looks like the flavors are all like desserts. Ooh, that looks really good. There's like an apple strudel flavor, like a lemon something, but this is what they look like, the different flavors, if the sunlight would stop reflecting so much, but they look so yummy. So hopefully this one is good and not too sweet. Then I also got this Tropic Fruity one. These are big ones. And we've got the berries, which got a little crushed in the suitcase, but they just look like raspberry and blackberries. So I'm curious to see what the texture is, because I'm not really understanding what the little dots are on there, but looks really good. This one is the Bala Bala. So I guess it's like the other one, but the full size. But it looks like the flavors are like cola, orange, maybe like a strawberry, an apple, and a lemon. That's what it looks like on the back with the flavors right there. We've got the Savor Brenner. And they look like they're gonna be maybe sour because they've got the little powder on them. But they look like little shapes. Very cool. Then we've got the Froggies, which is the Quaxy. Got that. Sorry, there's a school bus passing by. Then there's the Fruity Bussy. I'm definitely butchering these, I'm sorry. But this one looks like there's like a liquid inside. Like, look at this. It's like a liquid inside. I got that. There's more, guys. So this one's the Colorado Mini. I hope none of these are licorice. A lot of these started looking like licorice with this packaging on it. So I'm hoping none of this is licorice, because I can't do licorice. I really just don't like the taste of it. But this one is the first. And it looks like it's peaches. I'm sorry for butchering these, but it looks like this one is just like peaches. That one looks yummy. This one is watermelon and watermelons. Very yum. The packaging is just so cute. This one is Wineland. I watched a video and someone recommended buying this when I looked up like what to buy from Germany. So I picked it up, and I don't know if this means they're like wine flavors, but it looks like the flavors on the back are like orange, ananas, which is what, pineapple, lemon, apple. So it looks like they're normal flavors. I don't know what's making it like Wineland. Maybe it's like wine mixed with those flavors. Then we've got the Happy Cherries. Oh, that's in English. So it's just cherries. Very cute. Then we've got the Hogarties. So like a yogurty one maybe. And they look so cute. This one's cute because they're all pastel-y. Look at that. So maybe I picked up a few bags of candy, but that was fun going to the grocery store and just like piling in the candy, you know, fulfilling like my childhood like dreams right there. But yeah, if you guys want to see a taste test of all those Haribos, just let me know in the comments down below, because I can get that filmed for you guys. And then I've got a few chocolates. I picked up a few of this brand, the Moser Roth, but I saw this brand online, and so I decided to we picked up a few for our family, and we also got just like for us this hazelnut, I think is hazelnut, and this one is milk chocolate, and this one also that is a pistachio flavor, but this one looks like a deluxe one. But the other ones were super cheap, like 99 cents I think at the grocery store. Like so cheap. Everything was so cheap. We also picked up this randomly, like on our last night. We randomly went to the grocery store at night just to pick up some like drinks, and we picked up this because the packaging was so cute, and it's just lint, but yeah, it looked really yummy. So Love the packaging. Pick that up. Then I also picked up this little mini Ritter Sport. I know we have this at Target, but I'm assuming there's going to be a difference between the taste of the German one and the Target one, but this is also another one that's from Germany, so I decided to try it out. But this set has a bunch of different flavors. There's cornflakes, nougat, yogurt, marzipan. Not sure what nuss splitter is. Nuts maybe? But there's that, and then the Alpenmilch. So maybe milk chocolate? I'm not sure. I have to look those up before we eat them, but I wanted to get a few flavors, so I just picked up this little mini pack since I had all this Haribo. I didn't want to overdo it on the candy situation, so I picked that up. So we ended up going to the flea market on Saturday. I looked it up previously and I had it on my notes of what to do, and I was really looking forward to going to this flea market, and it was so much fun walking around it on Saturday. It wasn't too busy. It was a little busy by the later afternoon, but it was really fun, and it wasn't too far from where we were staying. It is called the Floschens flea market. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but we were calling it the Flonase flea market because it's pretty close to the word Flonase. But it is on Newer Camp 30 and it's open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. so if you guys are in Hamburg, definitely go check that out because there was quite a lot of stuff, a little bit of everything, but I was mostly looking for books, and we did actually find a few records, which was really exciting. And one of the things we did find was a Filipino record, which was so random, but I was really excited to see it because I have been wanting to buy some vintage like Filipino Tagalog records, and I haven't been to the Philippines in a couple years now, so I'm always on the lookout for those whenever we go to different places. So I was really surprised when we found them in Germany, but let me actually find it in this pile. It is the Pelita record, and I'm assuming this is Pelita Corrales, but it says it's the great songs from Filipino movies. And the vendor was really nice. He gave us a good deal. We found a few records and he gave us like 10 euros off, so I was really happy about that because I was a little worried about the language barrier and not being able to, you know, haggle back and forth, because that's part of the fun of the flea market. But we did find a few records with that guy, and then I was super excited to find this sweater. I know I said I was going to keep the clothes in a separate video, but this, you know, goes with the flea market stuff, so I wanted to show it. This is the cutest little winter sweater. Can you imagine this like on a ski trip? Oh, this is so cute, like cabin vibes, and the colors stood out to me right away. It was like hanging and I was like, oh, I see lavender. And it feels like a really high quality. The brand on here says Double Duty. Definitely looks vintage, feels vintage, but he gave it to us for 10 euro and I wasn't gonna argue that because honestly that was already a good deal for me. So we got that. I was really excited about that. Then there was also people with like vintage ephemera, which is my crack, but you know, you have to be careful with those kind of stands because if they're separating out the ephemera already and putting them in individual little bags, you already know they're gonna price it a little high. But this guy actually had okay prices. I got this really cool like vintage plant page from like, I guess it was a plant book, but man, he had a lot of it like in stacks, like maps and stuff, and there was a lot of people looking, so I couldn't look for too long. But this was only 3 euros. I thought that was really good. Normally I probably wouldn't pay something more than €1 for something like this because I'm cheap, but I mean, like, how many times am I gonna be in Germany in my lifetime? So I really wanted this as one of my souvenirs, so I'm excited to have this. I don't know if I could have the heart to put this in an actual junk journal, but I feel like this would be really pretty framed, so we'll see. But I really like the colors. The color scheme matches my decor, so I was really happy about this one. And I've also got a bunch of books. Like, there was a lady who had books in boxes, and that's who I was looking for because a few of the people in that flea market, their books were, you could tell when they're gonna price it high. Like they have it like nicely like displayed and all that stuff, which is fun and all. I love looking at it, but I'm there for the dirt cheap. I'm there to dig. Like I want to dig for my treasures. So when I saw the books in the boxes, I was like, ee! Like I was so excited, and I was digging for quite a bit, and I was really nervous, but she actually was really reasonable. She gave us all these books for only €2 each, so I was really excited about that. But I was also really sad at the same time because I was like, oh, I want to buy more books, but books get really heavy in the suitcase, so had to be really limited on what I picked up. But I was really excited about what we found. And I do also have a few goodies in this pile from the Rinder Market haul in St. Pauli, which is right by the flea market as well, but they had a little free library and I was able to get a couple things from there as well. So I'm not entirely sure honestly anymore what's from which, so I'm just gonna show them all together, but I did find some goodies. So let's start with the books. We've got this one, looks very nice, and let's see if we can find a date in here. It says 1929. It looks like it came from a university, but the pages and the like font look amazing. I wish I understood German, but I love the color of it. Definitely very, very nice. So I picked that up. I also got this one. This is what the spine looks like. So nice, right? Oh, so cool. Let's see if we can find a date on this. This one has the date of 1925. But again, look at that. Look at these pages. Looks so, so good. They're not like in mint condition, of course, because they're old, but I don't mind. So we've got this one. This one was really cool. Look at the artwork on the cover and on the back there. Very cool. And then here's the spine. A little beat up, but that's okay. Let's see if we can see a year. This one is 1950. So this is what the pages look like for this one. Got that. Then we've got some more books. Got this tiny one. This one was definitely from the flea market because I remember I was trying to find the smaller books so that it'd be like way less, but this was really, really cool. Just look at that. This one is a dictionary of some sort. So very, very cool. And the date on here is 1929, so really cool. Nice dictionary to have. And then we've got this tiny, tiny one, and it said something about music, so I decided to pick it up. But the date on here is 1893 for only €2. I feel like here that would be priced so high in an antique store or like you know, but these are the kind of sellers that I'm like trying to find whenever I go to flea markets or like indoor flea markets or something. I want the people who are priced to sell. Like that is what I'm looking for. And then this one was also very, very pretty. I like the cover so much, so I picked this one up. This one, someone signed it and it was from 1923, and she had quite a few books from this woman's collection, but I only picked up one, and this one's a little damaged, but that's okay. This is what they look like. I'm not sure if they're like poems or something. They look like it though, but I picked that up. Then I've also got two vintage magazines. One is from Hamburg and one is from London. And I thought these were really cool. They're the Marion, like a magazine company. I'm not sure, I've never heard of it. It must be a European one. But I thought this would be really cool, especially the Hamburg one to pick up because, you know, we were there. But it's got some pictures. But I thought it would be really cool because we were just in Hamburg, and it'd be cool to see, you know, the pictures of all the places that we were actually visiting. So, and there's also some vintage ads, which was really cool. The London one I picked up as well. Sorry, this is very hard to flip through sitting up, but I picked those up and I'm really excited about all those goodies. So like I said, I did pick up a few clothing pieces. I would like to do a separate haul of all those things, but I went to quite a few thrift stores and I'm really excited about all the finds. But I am done with all of these goodies and I hope you guys enjoyed this little random Germany haul. If you guys want to see that Haribo taste test, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I can film that for you guys. If not, I mean, I can just eat it all by myself. But I hope you guys had fun seeing all the random things I picked up. I found quite a lot of random things, but I feel like they were all good stuff. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!